Hey guys, thought I'd do a YouTube video. There we go. I'm cooking dinner right now, so just bear with me on this. Today was a hell of a day. A heck of a day today. As the title says, snapped 4 U-joints today. What's up, Toby? Bear with me, guys. I'm making dinner. I just wanted to do a update on how things went today. How you guys doing? Thanks for tuning in. Today was a hell of a day today. We snapped 4 U-joints at once on the Driveline today. So that kind of gives you... Oh, I'm doing perfectly fine. The dump truck is not doing fine, however. The dump truck is doing crappy. Just bear with me, guys. I'm making dinner. Basically, I know you guys want to know how I snapped 4 U-joints at once. 4 U-joints on my Driveline at once. 4 of them. Basically, I'm on this job, right? I'm on this job that I'm doing, and let me turn this fan on a little bit. So I'm doing this job, right? Clearing this land. Those of you guys who are on my Instagram, you guys know I've been doing some clearing and some leveling lately. And today was the day I was going to bring the gravel in, right? So I started bringing gravel in, and I was hauling, and I was making good time. Good time. An hour per load is what I was making, and I thought it was going to take 1.5 hours to 2 hours per load, and it was only taking me about an hour per load. Instagram is, just look up Brian VANDUYN, and it should pop up. So I was hauling loads. I did 4 loads. 4 loads. I got 4 loads done. And on the 5th load, it was supposed to be my last load for the day. I thought I was going to be set perfect. Anyways, I hopped out of the truck, gave this guy a t-shirt, right? And I wanted to hurry up because today is supposed to be a busy day today, right? I had a meeting with my tax lady. So I was supposed to take that last load, go spread it, run it over a few times with the dozer, and then call it a day, right? Well, my plan did not go that way. I got loaded. I gave the guy a t-shirt, one of the loader guys, because I remember my first time in Washington Rock. He's like, oh man, that's such a cool truck, you know. I love those old Detroits. And so I figured out what the heck, I'll give this guy a shirt. He seems like a cool dude, you know. So I give him a shirt, and then I go to pull out of this hill, right? So basically, to get to where I was getting the gravel, you have to go up this hill to the pit, and then you have to go down this hill. It's probably about that steep, roughly, to get the tailings, right? And that's what I was getting. And then, so I got loaded, gave the guy a shirt, and then I go to pull out of this hill, right? And in my head, I'm thinking pedal to the metal. I got to get this done so I can go to my meeting with my accountant, right? That's what I was thinking in my head, at least. I grabbed one too many gears, and then next thing you know, I'm downshifting, and I just couldn't shift down fast enough. You know, I'm just trying to shift, you know, and then, so I had to stop on the middle of a hill. And if any of you guys have ever driven to Detroit, you know they don't really have the low-end torque that like a Cat or a Cummins has. You know, so when you start out in low on a hill, depending on how steep the hill is, sometimes you don't have to give it any throttle. But on this hill, you got to give it some throttle or you're going to roll back, guaranteed. Anyways, I gave it a little too much throttle, and I snapped 4 of the U-joints. I hear this bang, and I'm like, oh no, please tell me that was not my transmission. Please tell me that was not my transmission. And so at this point, I just put it in neutral, and I just slowly hold the brake and go down the hill, right? I get to the bottom, and I jump out. The guy in the loader, he jumps out. I'm like, what the heck was that? You know, I heard the bang, you know, and I get over there, and I'm looking underneath. I'm like, man, I don't see no oil under the transmission. It can't be, you know, that bad. And he's like, oh, dude, your driveline. And I'm like, oh, man. So I get up, I start crawling under there, and I see one's broke. I'm like, oh, it's just a U-joint. And then, thank goodness, you know, I didn't twist the driveline or anything like that. And then I look. So this was the U-joint right in front of the pumpkin, right? And then I look up, and I'm like, oh, man, I got 2 of them. And then I get my coat on, and I crawl underneath there. And then, so you got 1 U-joint, 2 U-joint, right? And that connects to the carrier bearing, and then you got, okay, so I only snapped 3. Okay, I lied. Sorry, guys. 3 U-joints, and then the one that connects to the transmission was snapped in half, too. Why am I thinking 4? I swear there's 4 of them I broke. Anyways, I don't remember. 3 or 4. I snapped too many U-joints. I can't even count them now. Anyways, I snapped them. I'm just making some dinner, some pastaroni. The cheap stuff. Pastaroni, guys. This stuff is a staple in our house. 98 cents a box. Can't get any cheaper than that. Cannot get any cheaper than that. I'm also going to make some potatoes. I'm going to boil some potatoes up so we can have mashed potatoes too. So bear with me on this, guys. Kind of at a crucial point. I got to make sure I stir this. The shirt, yeah, we sell these shirts. Small to extra large is like 15 bucks. 2X, 3X. And up is like 20 bucks a shirt. And then obviously shipping is like 7 bucks roughly anywhere. I think that's what it cost me, just about. Yeah, these are actually reflective paint too. Or lettering, whatever you want to call it. Reflective. Yeah, good thing he sent me that. I may be using that tool actually to put the new U-joints in. Those were brand new U-joints. I just replaced those like 2 or 3 months ago. So, I mean, oh my goodness, somebody's ringing the doorbell. Give me a second. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta see who this is. I'm gonna burn something here. Oh, I'm doing a live stream. I'm trying to make dinner at the same time. Sorry about that, guys. My wife was coming home. She didn't have any arms. Well, now you know how I feel. Trying to cook and do a live stream at the same time. That's what I'm doing. Anyways, guys, let me put you over here so I can still talk to you while I'm chopping up these potatoes. Yeah, I didn't have to use the tool to get the driveline out. So once I snapped the driveline, we got the big driveline out and out from underneath the truck. It just pretty much fell out, right? It was just sitting on the drop axle. It's a 85. So let me finish my story. I'm losing my train of thought here. So we got that driveline out from underneath because it was just sitting there. The one that's hooked up to the transmission, you can't really just pull it off because it's hooked to a carrier bearing, right? So the carrier bearing is mounted, and then you got the driveline that's in between that, right? And so we got that driveline out, and then I dumped the gravel out, right? And then the guy in the wheel loader, they got a big chain, and then they pulled me uphill. I dumped the gravel out, obviously. I could still do that because the PTO could still engage. So we got that out. Hopefully I didn't break anything in the transmission when I broke those U-joints. I guess we're gonna find out when we go to put the new U-joints on. Anyways, so they towed it to the top of out of the part of the pit where I was that I you know, broke the U-joints. They towed me up to the top, and they let me leave it there, which was pretty nice of them. Luckily, I know the owner of the pit too, so that helps a little bit. Did I want to be a mechanic? I already knew I was going to be a mechanic. If you're an owner-operator, you're guaranteed to be a mechanic. You have no choice in the matter. If you want to be an owner-operator, you are a mechanic. Because you can't afford to pay somebody every time something breaks. How's it going, man? Thanks for joining in. Snapped a few U-joints today. Trying to go up a hill loaded. I grabbed too many gears, and then I was trying to downshift, and I had to stop in the middle of the hill, and then... Yeah, I like old cars. I got a 1969 F-250 that I drive. Anyways, so they towed me up to the top of the hill, and they parked it right next to the shop, and then I borrowed one of the guys' 3/4 inch ratchet wrenches. I had a crescent wrench, but you just can't get the crescent wrench on that pilot bearing nut that great, so dang it. Drop a potato. Hot potato. So I borrowed that, got the 2 nuts off the pilot bearing, and then I called my wife to come pick me up. We put that in, we put the driveline and stuff in the car, in the Escape, right? And then she went and dropped me back off at the job site where I was spreading the gravel and, you know, doing the leveling and everything. And she went straight to Drivelines Northwest in Fife to drop that off. So I'm pretty sure everything on the driveline is okay, except for where the bolts go in. one of them's kind of gunked up a little bit, so they may have to cut that yoke off and weld a new yoke on there. And the yoke is pretty much what holds the U-joint, if I'm understanding that correctly. I don't know. Come with me, guys. Dropping out these potatoes. That wasn't my first real road breakdown. I wouldn't call it my first because I was in a pit. My first breakdown was when I was actually on the side of Interstate 5 and my fuel filter. I had a fuel filter that took a crap on me and was leaking. It was sucking in air. That was my first real breakdown, was when I was on I-5. Major breakdown, first major breakdown I'd say, where, you know, I wasn't able to fix it on the spot and get going. Oh, heck yeah, Toby. Yeah, just insanity, guys. I'm telling you, that was crazy. This is Pepper right here. The Moto Twins. What's up, man? Thanks for joining in. I snapped 4 U-joints at once on my Driveline. 3 or 4, I don't remember how many it was. 3 or 4. Ah, don't worry about it, man. That's alright. Anyways, it was just insanity right there. You should ask him if you could buy one of my shirts. That would be cool. You'd probably say yes to that one. 6.9. The 6.9 what? 6.9. The IDI? 6.9. Yeah, I think this IDI was a 6.9. I sold it. I ended up selling it. I wanted to get an older pickup, one of the high boys. I just really liked the look of them. And, excuse me for a second. I shouldn't have sold it, but I did sell it. The intake had a lot of gunk in there when I took it apart a few months before I sold it. And there was a ground cable that was really frustrating me on it. And yeah, so I just sold it. Anyways, I wanted to get, you know, an older high boy. I don't know why I wanted one. I just wanted one. You know what I mean? I have this disease where if I think about getting a different truck, I'll end up getting one. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you watched the video. That's cool that you watched them. I hope they were helpful. That truck, man, that truck really had some... It had power. Like, it wasn't a race truck, but it had power. Let me just say that. It's bulletproof, and it had power, man. I wish I still had it. Honestly, I do. I wish I still had it. Let's switch these around. Oh, man, a turbo kit for that thing would have been so sweet. Yeah, a turbo kit would have been super sweet. But yeah, so moral of the story is don't start up halfway up a hill in low and stomp on the gas and let go of the clutch. Just it's better to roll down the hill and start out again and just crawl up the hill in low than start out in low on the hill. Let me just put it that way. The problem is with my truck, it just doesn't have the low end torque, so I had to give it some gas. And it was just too steep, too much torque for it. Oh geez, we got a fire going up here. There we go. There's something smoking. Anyways, guys, I wanted to give you that update. So my wife dropped off the Drivelines. We're going to pick those up. They said probably tomorrow evening at the earliest they'll be done with it. I think one of the bolts where the bolt goes into the yoke is kind of stripped out and just got kind of really oblonged. So they're probably going to put a new yoke on it. Probably be a few $100 bucks. That's where I'm at right now. Snap 3 or 4 drive U-joints at once. Sanity. That's what happens when you got a good clutch. That's when you know your clutch is good. If you start snapping stuff and the clutch isn't slipping, see, on my pickup truck, the clutch would have just slipped. Pocket change. Dude. You call that pocket, I call that profit. Lost profit. 24 valve Cummins. Oh, dude, that's gonna be so cool. Yeah, sorry, man, I don't understand Chinese or Vietnamese or whatever. Yeah, I wanted to spend some money. Yeah, not on that though. Oh, you know what's cool though, right? So I got to the meeting with my accountant just in time, right? And she has some potholes in the driveway going there. And, oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. And so I just mentioned to her, I said, hey, I noticed you got some potholes in the entrance. I can fix those. I mean, it wouldn't be hard to fix those, you know. I'll come in with my dozer and scrape the bottom out, you know, and just rebuild the road base. Oh, really? You know, how much? I'm like, oh, you know, this. And she's like, oh, yeah, great. Done. I'll go talk to the neighbors and have them pitch in and we'll do it. You know, so that's pretty much how you got to find work too, you know. You just got to be, you got to be looking for opportunities. Always. Where did all the lids go? Oh, dang it. I don't know where the other lid is. Oh well, whatever. Never mind, I give up. Anyways, guys. I want to be an owner-operator. Guaranteed that's going to happen to you. Sooner or later, you're going to snap a Driveline or a U-joint. And you're going to be crawling underneath everything. Sanity right there, guys. Yep, so that was a crazy experience I wanted to share with you guys. Just tell you, you know, how my day went. What about you guys? How'd your... Yeah, good thing I didn't break a rear end. Oh man, that would be so expensive, probably. Have you guys ever snapped anything like that or broken anything like that? Just insane right there. at first, yeah. But I didn't break the drive shaft or the drive line, so not that bad. Just the U-joint, right? Better to break a U-joint than twist the drive line, you know, because then stuff starts breaking, like airbags and airlines and all that other stuff. Yeah, never broke the drive shaft, just the U-joint. Which, yeah. I can't believe I broke 4 of them, or 3 of them at once, though. That was just insanity. 3 of them? Crazy. Crazy. I know I was thinking 4, because there's 2 drive shafts, and the one in the middle I was counting as 2. It's just 1, though. 1, 2, 3. That's how many I broke. And the right here is the carrier bearing. But yeah, that was crazy, man. I didn't do that in my Ford either. That was my dump truck. My I have an 85 Peterbilt dump truck. And you ain't carrying 16 tons of rock in a Duramax either. Yeah. 16 tons, that's how much I had in. See, if I would have put 14 or 15, man, I probably would have just spun the tires. That's another problem what I did wrong too. I had my lockers on because I didn't want my tires spinning. I didn't want to burn my tires up, you know. So I put my lockers on. So that was part of the problem, I'm guessing. Like if I wouldn't have had my lockers on, then it probably just would have spun the tires and bounced, you know. But instead, both those tires with all that weight on it just snapped it. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think that's probably why? I'm going to show you guys the parts and stuff. Dang. I blew up spider gears before. I am cooking 4 cheese pastaroni, and I'm cooking some potatoes. I blew up spider gears in my Chevy pickup I had. Yeah, I hope it's good. I need it after today. Today was a long day. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to pound that like button, pound that subscribe button, share this on your social media site of preference. Check out my Instagram. We're getting a lot of views there. I haven't really been keeping up tabs on the junkie recently. I've been so busy with all the other stuff I've been doing. Haven't really been watching any YouTube. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Thank you, Moto Twins. You rock, dude. Yeah, I haven't really watched a whole lot of YouTube at all. I have been watching, I have watched, his name is Andrew Camarada. That's what I've been watching. This guy is like me, but in the future. Like, I think, kind of. Except for he's single, and, you know, I don't know why he's single. I mean, being married is awesome. But this guy, like, he buys old stuff, he works on it, fixes it, and he does all these jobs, and he has a super cool YouTube channel. His videos are like 20 million times better than mine. Like, I can't wait to get a drone and do some drone footage. He has some cool footage. His voice is kind of monotone, though, for me. But, I wish he would like get more involved, like do some live videos, or you know, I know he has like 90,000 subscribers, so you know, talking to the guy is like, you know, trying to talk to a celebrity. Nobody, like, he's never gonna talk to me type deal, you know. Anyways, he's super cool though. Like from what I've seen of his videos, he's got this cool castle he's made out of container buildings, and yeah, super cool YouTube channel. Oh, he does have a girlfriend? How do you know that, Weed Whacker? I mean, I seen one chick in like one of his videos, and somebody asked where she went, and he's like, oh, she was just a girl that was working with me for a while. I didn't know she had a girlfriend. He had a girlfriend though. That's cool. Michael, so basically, I was grabbing gears going up this hill, and I grabbed too many gears, and then I was trying to downshift. I couldn't downshift fast enough, so I stopped on the hill, and then I tried to start out low, and with my truck doesn't have the torque like a Cat has or a Cummins has, so I have to give it a little bit of throttle, right, when I'm releasing the clutch. I gave it too much. I had my lockers on, and it was just too much torque. I was hauling 16 tons up, probably a slope, probably about that big, in the pit, and it just snapped them. The beard, I don't know. I don't know how long I'm going to keep it. Probably till next summer. I kind of like doing the seasonal beard, you know. During winter, have a beard. In the summer, just have, you know, kind of like a stubble, you know, type deal. What do you think, though? What do you think of the beard? It's getting kind of scraggly. I had my axles locked, and but I think having the axles locked is what did it, because if I wouldn't have had them locked, it probably just would have spun the one wheel. Probably just would have spun the front axle. So I don't know if that's what I'm thinking. That's probably what did it. But I didn't want to spin my tires going up this hill, you know. So I figured, oh, I just put the locker on, you know. And I had been doing that, but I had to start out in the bottom of the hill, which really screwed up. Thanks for watching, John. Hope college is going good. Yeah. That's pretty much how it happened. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to give you that update, tell you what it's really like to be an owner-operator. And pictures to come on the Instagram only, probably. I may do a video of me putting the new U-joints on. Maybe not. Yeah, I think having the lockers on just didn't allow the tires to slip. So it really just put all of that pressure right on the U-joint. I'm surprised the driveline didn't twist though. Like, why did it not just twist instead of breaking 3 U-joints at once? Insanity. Anyways. Check out Brian VANDUYN on the Instagram. Brian, B-R-I-A-N, VANDUYN, V-A-N-D-U-Y-N. Just like the channel of YouTube. Yeah, I'd say the U-joints are designed to be the weak point, or the clutch. The clutch is a weak point too. So, I mean, I don't know what is... The U-joints are the weakest? Yeah. Well... I know on my drivetrain the U-joints are the weakest because that's what snapped. Luckily it didn't take out any airlines or airbags or anything like that. It just snapped, and it was just sitting there right on top of the drop axle in the drop axle assembly. So pictures to come on the Instagram. Everything else, maybe I'll do a YouTube video of me installing them. Probably not though, because I'm going to be at the pit and I just want to I'm gonna be in the mood of getting stuff done. Probably won't have time to do it one-handed video, you know. Anyways, guys, thanks for checking in. Pound that subscribe button, pound the like button. I got springs. I got the Hendrickson walking I-beam suspension. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.